It's out in Q1.
He's not improved his time.
He hasn't improved.
Not another Q1 exit for Hamilton!
Yep, he's out.
Breaking news, Sir Lewis Hamilton could announce his retirement at the British Grand Prix.
Lewis Hamilton wins the Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix.
If you check the upload history on this channel, look. Just don't look. It's been 2 full months. We left you guys high and dry after Shanghai, and honestly, the guilt was eating me alive.
Speak for yourself, Nigel. I wasn't guilty. I was just hyperventilating in the corner because the grid has completely lost its mind since we last spoke.
Sure. We missed a whole quarter of the season, which means today we're doing the ultimate speedrun from Japan all the way to last weekend's absolute cinema in Barcelona.
But before we dive in, hit that subscribe button. We promise you won't go ghost mode again. Now, let's talk about how the entire hierarchy got flipped upside down.
So let's cast our minds back to Suzuka. We thought China was a fluke, but then Kimi Antonelli casually steps into Japan and treats the entire grid like NPCs. The kid was completely locked in.
Look, as a certified Oscar Glazer, Japan was actually beautiful. My boy Oscar stood on business, pulling off a P2. But Kimi, he was literally farming wins at this point.
He's playing F1 26 on easy mode. It's ridiculous. And then we fly to Miami. I thought, okay, street circuit, Max is gonna remind everyone who owns the grid, right? Instead, Max finishes P5 and Kimi stands on the top step again.
Oh my god. Max was fighting for his life in that Red Bull. The handling looked completely cooked. Meanwhile, Oscar grabs another podium with a P3 right behind Lando. McLaren was cooking, Mercedes was flying, and Red Bull were in the trenches.
Bro, don't remind me. The TL was a dark place that weekend. You don't need to dwell on Miami. Let's move. Okay, Canada. Chaos. Pure structural damage. Max finally clutched up a bit for a P3, but Kimi won again. At that point, it wasn't even a title race. It was a Mercedes dictatorship.
Yeah, but let's talk about the absolute generational heartbreak that was Monaco.
Go to Monaco!
Monaco?
Charles, DNF. Max, DNF. My soul, gone.
Bro, Monaco was a literal pain. Max failing to get off the line and getting a DNF felt like a glitch in the Matrix. Red Bull looked completely out of ideas, but hey, Pierre Gasly getting a podium for Alpine after all that Monaco penalty drama, the streets will honestly never forget that, bro.
Facts. Gasly's podium survival was legendary, and also casually bringing home a P5 amidst the absolute visual carnage. We love consistency.
Now, we have to talk about last weekend, of course. I know that's why most of you clicked on this video. Spain, Barcelona, Catalunya. If you scripted this, people would say it's too unrealistic.
Oh, please let me take this one, Nigel. How did it feel watching a certain 7-time world champion cross the line?
Look, I'm a Max fan through and through, but seeing Lewis Hamilton get his very first win in a Ferrari after a 40-war race drought, even I had chills. The strategy from Ferrari was an absolute masterstroke.
It was beautiful. A 3-stop masterclass. The drama at the end. Kimi and Russell having an absolute dogfight for P2. Kimi pulls off an insane move, then boom. His Mercedes suffers an electrical shutdown with 5 laps to go.
The Mercedes garage went from pure euphoria to absolute despair in 2 seconds flat. And George Russell fading because his tires were completely cooked. You love to see it. It allowed Max to sneak up into P4, which is a massive win considering how much that car has been sliding around.
P4 is cool, Nigel, but Lewis winning in the Scuderia Red, Ferrari is officially back in the conversation, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Look, the standings are looking completely surreal right now. Kimi is still leading with 156 points, but Lewis is hunting him down at 115. Max is sitting all the way back in P7 with 55 points, which feels completely wrong even to say out loud.
But next up is Austria, Red Bull's home turf. If Max doesn't pull off something magical at the Red Bull Ring, the championship fight is officially out of his hands. Also, Ferrari are bringing their first ADO upgrade, an extra 15 horsepower to try and cut the gap to that Mercedes engine.
We are going to be dropping a full weekend preview for Austria in a couple of days, so make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Okay, that's a lie.
Good joke.
But I don't like jokes.
But anyway, drop a comment below. Is Kimi running away with this title, or can Lewis actually mount an 8th world title charge in a Ferrari?
Let us know, and we will see you in the next Strat-Box stop. Peace.
Peace.
Gonna see you hoes in hell. Then grabs a hold of me tightly.